cause hallucinations?
Magic mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still considered like fungus and
Yep,
stuff?
they are.
So why do they cause, is it just like a defense mechanism? Is it?
A lot of fungus is extremely toxic to animals, and those toxins probably evolved as a deterrent to prevent things from eating them. There are a lot of compounds that are produced by organisms that we take advantage that have psychoactive properties. For example, caffeine is a compound produced by some plants that is, caffeine is toxic. If you take it in a high enough dose, it will kill you. But taken at a low dose, it is a mild stimulant. And so we as humans have made use of that feature. Same thing goes with magic mushrooms. If you take too many, it'll kill you, but a small enough dose, you get a psychoactive effect that makes you hallucinate. And the magic mushrooms are actually a Basidiomycota. They're closely related to the fly amanitas. They're a similar species. Other questions? All right. Last group I was going to talk about is the Ascomycota. There are some things that you might call a mushroom that are contained within the Ascomycota. For example, morels. Anybody ever had morels? They're so good. They're delicious. I don't know where to find them in this state. If you have them around a spot and you want to share. I know people who have mushrooming spots don't usually like to share, but if you do know a good morel spot and you want to share, I'd be very grateful. I know a spot in Washington where you can buy morels, get morels. But anyway, morels are, they're edible, they're delicious. There's some other things that look vaguely mushroomy that are also in the Ascomycota. Truffles, for example, if you've ever had truffle fries or some other truffled food item, that's also an Ascomycota. Truffles are actually a subterranean reproductive structure of a fungus. They actually have trained pigs that can smell the truffles through the soil, and that's how they find where the truffles are at, and the pigs pick them up. So that's kind of cool. And then also the fungus that produces penicillin is an Ascomycota. So the first antibiotic that we as humans discovered is penicillin, and it was discovered by accident because scientists realized that where they had fungi growing on these petri dishes, the bacteria wouldn't grow near that fungus. So the penicillin is something that actually kills bacteria. If you're a fungus, why do you want to kill bacteria? Competition, exactly. So both fungi and bacteria are decomposers. They break down nutrients in their environment. And if you're a fungus, you don't want a bunch of bacteria around you because they're eating the same thing you're eating. If you can kill them, you'll have more resources to yourself. So a lot of antibiotics do actually derive from fungal organisms. One other really important Ascomycota is the yeast. This is a group of fungus that humans have a long association with, thousands of years of association with yeast. We use yeast to make bread. We use yeast to make alcohol. The alcohol is a byproduct of the yeast metabolism. When the yeast is breaking down sugars in the absence of oxygen, it produces alcohol as a byproduct. And so we have really ancient strains of these yeast that have been used for thousands of years by humans to make things like bread and beer and wine. The most common species of yeast that we use is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, but there are also a whole bunch of other species of yeast that can be used to do this. I actually am married to a yeast scientist, so I know a ridiculous amount of stuff about yeast. If you're really into yeast, you can talk to me about it. All right, that's all I got for today.